Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Fargo has plans for construction along 17th Avenue South. The city conducted a year-long study of the busy road from 5th Street South to 51st Street South.
Some of the plans include better crosswalks, roundabouts, and bike paths throughout that 5-mile stretch. Valley News Team's Bailey Hurley talked with city engineers about changes that you can expect to see if the plan is approved.
Residents in the Prairie Wood neighborhood could see some major changes to their main road in the coming years, with the most notable being not just one, but 3 roundabouts.
There's 3 4-way stop intersections, and they get really congested at times. So the solution we came up with was a mini roundabout.
Gordon says they'd be put on 32nd, 34th, and 38th Streets, adding that large vehicles like fire trucks would be able to just drive over the mini roundabouts. And despite rumors from concerned neighbors in the area, Gordon says widening that road in Prairie Wood isn't part of the plan.
So we're not going to wipe out trees and fences, no, none of that. We want to be sensitive to the people that live there, but still try to improve things.
Another big change comes with plans for bike tracks like this from Lindenwood Park to 35th Street.
We know that this is the center part of town, and what can we do to add bikes to the right of way? Can we get them on the street? Can we create some paths? What can we do? Because to go east and west to the river system, this is really the missing link.
And those bike path plans are estimated to cost over $1 million when it's all said and done.
You know, we're building a bike network, and like this is the center part of town that has no bike facilities. I mean, if they're going to ride, they're either going to be in the street or on the sidewalk, neither of which really are built for bikes.
But according to the city study, it's exactly what residents want. In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Gordon says tonight will be the first time that City Commission will be seeing the study and the outlined construction plans, saying there's no set start date or funding plans. For more information on all the changes that could be coming to 17th Avenue South, head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.
Friday is the official start to winter, and yet our week has begun with continued nice weather. Let's find out what we can expect tonight. Hutch?
Well, we have above average temperatures here in the Southern Valley, still holding on to nearly 30 degrees for many of us, but mid-teens up in northwest Minnesota as we head into the evening hours. Here is a look at the satellite. A few high clouds working their way across the Highway 2 corridor and points north, but crystal clear here in the south. Expect, thanks to a southeast breeze, temperatures to slowly fall through the 20s this evening. We'll be in the teens up north with increasing clouds as we go through the overnight hours. Our mild stretch of weather does look to continue, but for travelers for the big holiday coming up and the weekend ahead, a chance for some flakes as well. I'll have the very latest in your hour-by-hour forecast.
It's an important forecast.
It is.
All right, thanks.
2 Bemidji law enforcement officers involved in a deadly shooting last month have a clean record. We investigated this after authorities say a deputy and an officer shot and killed 34-year-old Vernon May during a traffic stop. Both Bemidji police officer Bedell Duran and Beltrami County Deputy Brendan Newhouse have no complaints or disciplinary actions against them. These files show that Officer Duran and Sheriff Deputy Newhouse are on administrative paid leave. This is an active and open investigation, and since it is, the Bemidji police chief is cautioning the public against sharing untruthful rumors on the case.
Moorhead police are warning against clicking share too fast. They say to use common sense and to check if it's factual before sending it out.
And when citizens decide to put out their own information or do their own investigating and putting out information, it can really jeopardize an investigation.
Captain Swenson adds that spreading inaccurate information could scare the public, so he's asking for you to be patient for information to come out when an investigation is complete.
A woman is facing multiple charges after an officer was injured after being dragged by her car. On Monday, December 10th, 2 Grand Forks deputies were conducting a warrant for a woman who was believed to be on the 1100 block of 23rd Street North in Grand Forks. When deputies arrived at the home, officers say saw the woman and 2 others get into a vehicle. Authorities say 26-year-old Amanda Marzolf put the car in drive and took off when officers were trying to get the other woman out of the car. There was a high-speed chase. case, and court documents state that Deputy Ryan Thompson was dragged by the car for a short distance, injuring his shoulder, hip, hand, and knee. Marzolf is facing several charges, including fleeing a peace officer, reckless endangerment, and simple assault.
Police are warning Netflix customers to watch out for scam emails that appear to be sent from the streaming service. They say they recently shared a screenshot of a phishing email designed to steal personal information. The email claims the user's account is on hold because Netflix is having some trouble with your current billing information. Police say criminals want you to click on the links so that you voluntarily give your personal information, your identifying information, away. Netflix says to never enter your login or financial details after following a link in an email or text message.
The East Grand Forks Police Department wants your help identifying this person right there on your screen. They're involved in a current investigation. You can call the police department at 218-773-1104 if you know anything about this person.
New developments for local students with severe behavioral needs. The regional LRE task force is ready to make a recommendation on how to best serve and protect these students and others.
The task force was created after a rise in violent student encounters at local schools that disrupted learning and hurt students and staff. Fargo Public Schools created a pilot program at Agassiz to address these needs, but the plan was rejected by special education advocates.
The hope was that the task force's decision will satisfy all community members. Valley News Team's education reporter Veronica Marshall joins us now. And Veronica, what did that task force come up with?
Hi, Mike. So I'm here with disabilities advocate Brenda Reel. She's been on this task force since it started back in September. So Brenda, talk to me, what resolutions came out of today's final meeting?
I don't know that there were any resolutions that came out, but there were some great recommendations. I think we were able to identify some of the areas that need improvement, and hopefully the boards will take those under advisement and be able to improve the schools, not just for children with special needs on IEPs, but all of our schools by doing school improvement throughout the districts.
And I think that's something really important to note, because a lot of community members have talked about the teachers and the other students in the classroom. So if they follow these recommendations that you guys have come up with, it'll benefit the entire school community.
Absolutely. We have some great teachers and great paras in the districts. And if we can put the supports, the additional behaviorists, the additional training, all the supports in those level C classes that we would be putting into level D, then we will have supported the students and supported the staff and made it safe for everyone.
All right. So you guys came up with some recommendations today, or some resolutions. What's next?
From my understanding, Dr. Flowers will create a report, and then I think I heard it'll be sent to us, and then there will be a joint board meeting. So I would encourage the boards to make that document public in terms of putting it on their website, in terms of really getting out to the community and to the parents. And I'd recommend that they have that board meeting in a very big space, because I think parents and community partners will want to really be there to answer any questions for the boards and to support the recommendations that we made.
Okay, and so, you've been on this task force the entire time. Are you satisfied with what happened today and what you think is going to happen moving forward?
What I'm satisfied with is I think I heard very clearly through the members of the task force and our votes that level D is not something that we want for our children in our community, and we came up with other ideas for improvements across schools, and also to look at how we can get better services. So I'm hoping our next steps are to take those recommendations. We have some really good districts that are thinking out of the box and bringing in resources, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to talk more about those ideas that are successful and really concentrate on the needs of the children with special needs, all children in our educational system, and the staff that support them.
All right. Thank you so much, Brenda. Appreciate it. All right. Coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 9 and 10, we'll hear from West Fargo Superintendent Beth Sleddy about today's meeting as well. But for now, back to you guys in the studio.
All right. Thanks, Veronica. And for more on our coverage on the task force, go to our website at valleynewslive.com.
Indian Affairs Commissioner Scott Davis says he doesn't know what the holdup is with passing Savannah's Act. The U.S. Senate unanimously passed the bill on December 7th, but it still hasn't been introduced in the House. Savannah's Act would create one standard for investigations and increase access to federal missing person databases.
You know, we're talking about Arizona, California, Oklahoma, Montana, Minnesota. You know, all those states have large tribal populations. South Dakota. And there's got to be some protocols when these things happen.
U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp, who wrote the bill, said Thursday that Republican Representative Bob Goodlatte of Virginia was holding the bill.